We are live. We are live. We are live. How's everybody doing? Super Dave's in the house dropping the links over there. This man's like a robot over here. Craig, what's going on, my man? Everybody tell me a fishing story. I need to hear a fishing story. I know there's been some people getting out. I've been seeing a lot of boats out on the lake, and it hasn't been really good. I've been hearing a lot of people asking where the crappie are, and I will tell you, JR, what's going on, my man? The fish are in the water, but those jokers have been pretty tough here lately. Yeah, we had that cold front come through. The water temps were in the 60s, and we had that cold front come through, and it knocked the water, at least down here. I know it knocked the water temp down to about 51, 52 degrees. And the bite was actually pretty good. The not the day after that front, but a couple days after that front, the fishing was pretty good. The big girls were moving, and but since this water's back into the 60s, I was out today and we caught some good fish, but nothing like it was the first part of this week. The first part of this week, man, we got on some hammers, some big fish. But today we got on a nice mess of fish, but just no monsters. Murdoch, what's going on, my man? There's Ford. Slick's in the building. What's up, my man? I seen him comment a while ago. Oh, here he is. You say if you haven't already, go ahead and hit that thumbs up and subscribe if you haven't. I'd really appreciate it. But the catching, man, the catching has been it's been very sporadic, and I've been having to. I've been moving like I move like crazy anyway, and that's what it's taken. I mean, on Lake Houston, it's just one of those lakes where you're just not gonna come up on a brush pile that got 20 fish on it. It's if you do, it's gonna be a lot of small fish. Uh, my clients today were like, "Do you ever find them schooling?" And I was like, "Not often. If you do, it's small fish." And we sort of proved that point. And the thing is, I'm not saying that if you pull up on a big pile, they got a bunch of fish on it, they all gonna be small. But it's gonna be a bunch of small fish there. And if you don't know, the small fish are gonna be 5 times more aggressive than any fish with size. So we sit on one brush pile that we can see a bunch of fish there, some good fish on it. Every time we drop down there, you see that little fish shooting up to hit that jig. And that's just the way it goes. Squiddo, what's going on, my man? There, see it. What's up, buddy? Been on res and have caught some monsters this week. That's what's up. Murdoch says Eagle is on fire, but I've been too busy at work. Heard they stacked up at the spillway. Man, I wish I could say fish were stacked up somewhere around here. But it's just taking a lot of moving. We've been getting some good bags of fish, but we've been having to move a lot. We've been having to move a whole bunch. Craig says, somebody wake up. There's Hutch 8. What's going on, my man? Anthony, what's going on, dude? Anthony, let's go to the woods. I need to make a trip to the woods. Fish at 14. What's going on, buddy? There's Jeff. What's up, my man? Slick giving shout outs. TMT Fishing. What's going on, buddy? Daniel. So you got 40 and 33. Oh, 40 crappie and 33 bluegill today. Man, that's a busy catching trip right there, buddy. What'd you catch him on, Daniel? Robert said greetings from Virginia. There's William. Thanks for joining us, buddy. Hutch, I'm with you, buddy. These fish, I'm gonna tell you, we caught fish today from 6 to 18 feet of water. 6 to 18 feet of water. I hate the spawn, and that's the reason why. Yes, you can go and catch a good bag of fish, and it just takes work. But my thing is, I like consistency. I like to be able to go out there and consistently get on fish. And during the spawn, it's just so hard to do that. It's really hard to do that. Murdoch says last he fished was over a week ago. Wow. Fish were 6 to 8 foot of water, over 18 to 20 feet of water. All open water fish. All open water fish. Kingfish, what's going on, my man? Good hearing from you. Thank you for joining us. There's Desmond. What's up, dude? And I know you've been out on the lake. You got to tell us a story, buddy. What's been happening on your end? What have you been seeing out there? Now, I will tell you guys this. Monday, we were out on the lake, right? I had two clients. One was a repeat, one was smack brand new. He has live scope, but he was smack brand new to it. And he was quite amazed at how much we had to move to stay on a decent bite. And then on top of that, we had to make four bait changes. Because we'd find a bait color, and they would first we start off with a great hand tie, and they would knock a fire from it. We caught a bunch of fish. Then after a while they just start turning away. Then after a while they just start ignoring it. And this is something that I always talk about with live scope. This is the most important benefit of having live scope to me is seeing the reaction of those fish to your bait, and that's what tells me when it's time for me to change. Slab B, what's up, my buddy? We went through four different color changes, and had to do a bunch of. I mean, we we moved a lot. We moved a whole. We moved a whole bunch. What's going on, kinfolk? I know you got out. I seen all those pictures and pretty fillets you had laid out. I know you've been out, and I know it's been a minute for you. Good to see you got out. JLD, what's up, my man? It was nice seeing you out there Monday. See that? That's what I'm talking about. You got to come and holler at me, man. You got to come and holler at me. Oh, we got Steve. There he is.
Hey, what's happening?
Oh, not a whole bunch. How about on your end?
Oh, nothing.
Man, I just knew I sent you that link.
Oh, yeah, I was waiting. I was like, man.
Ripping and running over here with my head cut off.
Ugh.
40 Daniel said he got on 40 crappie and 33 bluegill.
Oh, cool. What lake?
I'm not sure what state he's in. There's Jesse. What's up, buddy?
Hey, Jesse.
Slap B says, been seeing all these crappie pics around here, and I'm at work. Life ain't fair.
Yep, I know that's right.
Hey, man, you just got to get sick.
Yep.
Tell them that you got your arm in a cast. Tell them you got your arm in a cast. You got to go.
24-hour bug. Yeah, that always works. The crappie bug.
Craig says, somebody wake up LBG. I think he probably at work. I didn't even talk to him today. Yo, there's Quinlan. Dollar Bill. Man, I know there's some people that's been fishing. I know there's been some people that's been fishing. I need to find a rich old lady with one foot in the grave and the other on a banana peel. That's funny. JR says, hey, Murdoch, don't use that bad word around retired folks.
I know.
Talk about working.
Nah.
Crappie setting, what's going on, my man?
Crappie sitting. What's happening?
There's Abe.
Hey, yeah, work ain't a good word.
Yeah.
Man,
Well,
I'm coming up on almost a year being retired.
that's sweet, man.
Yep.
Hey, now I'm gonna mess with you. How many times have you been fishing in that year?
Oh, I don't have no idea.
A lot or a little?
No, it took me about. I was down like 4 months with my boat.
Yeah. Then you had to do your shop too.
Yep, yep,
Yep. But I still say you fishing less that you're retired than you were when you were working. When
yep.
you were working, you were going fishing.
I'm pretty picky about the weather now.
You're a fair weather
I'm like,
fisherman
yeah, I'm
now,
like, it's too windy. I ain't going. Yep. And I don't even go like
huh?
daylight anymore. I go like at noon.
Wow. Hey, I'll tell you what, man. Today, I think it's full moon tonight. This moon cycle, man.
Oh,
This
it's there.
morning,
Yep.
oh yeah, this morning the bite was we was on some good fish, not giants, but some good fish. And when I say we on fish good, after we catch one, all I want to do is turn my troll motor and see my next target.
Right.
And that's the way it was this morning. Man, about 11:30 hit. Phew, it's like they just disappeared.
Mm.
And man, we went to moving and riding. We went so many places, and even the fish that we did find, we dropped down there on them, and some of them wouldn't even react. And I'm talking about we hitting these fish. It's like they were in a deep comatized sleep.
Yeah.
Well, good luck this weekend, William. J Dub, what's going on, my man? Slappy says it's been on fire over there. Of course, he's been getting all the picks. Jab, jab, jab. Yep. Tell you need to take off. Super Dave hollering at you.
Hey, Super Dave, what's happening, man?
Murdoch said, I said it's been over a week. I went bass fishing last weekend. Uh-oh. I have to hit a little private lake at least once or twice in February. Caught over 100, but that
Damn.
don't count for much. I'm not Murdoch. I'm not sure if you're keeping those fish, but some people they don't understand. I know some people that got ponds and lakes, and they don't allow nobody to fish in them, and they may fish them 2 or 3 times a year, and they're actually ruining their lakes, and that includes largemouth bass. They have to be controlled. I'm not sure if you're keeping them, but it's a good idea to. Anthony, you can't wait to get. Let's go Friday. I think I'm gonna be able to go Friday. I think. Oh, we got
That's
a bunch of
tomorrow.
shout
Oh no, that's
outs.
today's Wednesday. That's right.
Yeah,
Get
yeah.
my days messed up. Hey, Fishing 14.
Ford.
Hey, Ford.
BRT. Hey everyone, SK and
BRTT.
Steve.
What's
Where do I
happening?
get some marine 8 gauge cable? Give Steve a call. All you gotta do is order it from
Yep.
Steve. He has what you need. JLD Michigan. Ice almost gone. So we got two JLDs.
Okay. Michigan.
So we got JLD Michigan and JLD Fishing.
Oh, cool.
That's cool. Daniel says a little 2-inch bait that I make, white pearl 20-25 foot. Okay, that's cool.
Okay.
That's cool. A lot of more shout outs to
Slick,
you.
what's happening?
Little S canoe with his wife and kid. Man, you got to holler at me next time, man. I see so many people out there. I hope I didn't wake you. That's what I tell everybody. Oh, I seen you out there. Well, man, I hope I didn't wake you. All right. I got to see first. I got a client that I got to talk to about Friday. One canceled, then the other one
Hey,
wants to
Sid.
move up. So we're gonna see. Let me see if I can
You
hold
got a
hold
trip
on to it.
tomorrow or?
Now,
Okay.
uh, gonna do some recon.
Hey, Sid, you got any big ones out of Mississippi? I've seen a few threes already gotten
He
caught.
said he been on some good ones over there.
Oh, okay.
There's John. What's going on, buddy?
Hey, John. I know it's time. I need to make it down to the res.
You know, William, I was just discussing that, and man, if you have live scope, dude, I'm telling you, be prepared to make some changes. Uh, Steve got a purple milk with a green tail the other day, and the bite had severely slowed down. And I told one of my, hey, dig in that bag back there, pick a color that you like. And he pulled that color. I'm gonna tell you, Steve gave me this bait. I'm willing to bet you 5 years ago, and it's just been in my boat. Put that joker down there, and I mean, we went to slanging big old slabs in the boat with it. And it, I like to say that if color don't always matter, but at times it matters a lot.
Yep.
Uh, the next day I went out uh, and couldn't buy a bite on the purple milk. They wanted orange. Uh, and today I used another bait that Steve gave me a very long time ago, and it was orange and green. And that bait worked really good just about all day. I started with that orange, and the way I do this is the my last trip, whatever was working good, then that's what I start with the next trip. If they bite it, okay, let's roll. But if not, I go to making changes. And paying attention to the reaction of those fish when you're dropping down on them tells me a lot about jig color and action and all of that. Craig say didn't get my jigs. Oh, didn't get my jigs yet. Did you get? Yes, I got it. I sent it. I messaged you on Facebook. Okay, I have to look at it. I hadn't been on Facebook today. JC East Forker.
Hey, JC.
Thanks for
East
joining us, brother.
Forker.
Where you been? Hadn't seen you in a bit. Slab B says I've heard folks say they retired and got bored. I'm like, I'll swap places with you. I promise you, I won't get bored.
Oh, I don't get bored. You ain't gonna hear me say that. There's always stuff to do. Hey, Ronnie.
From Georgia,
There's always stuff to do.
without a doubt. Dollar Bill said, I think them crappie can be found in shallow water on these warm days, about 6 foot deep.
Yep.
Well, they disappeared on me today for, I don't know, 3, 4 hours. And I will tell you this, the deepest I've been catching fish, 12 to 14 foot of water. And I just so happened to glance out there, 16 to 18 foot of water. Bam, there's some fish. 16 to 18 feet of water. I was scanning shallows. I was going in coves. I'm telling you, those fish went deep today for some reason. The ones that we did find that were shallow were totally, I mean, we could hit them with the jig and not get any reaction. Then they would dug up under a little stick up or dug up under a log. Most of them were, I mean, they were dug in. Patoka Lake in Indiana. That's where Daniel
Oh,
caught those
okay.
fish. Patoka Lake.
Huh.
I never heard of that one.
Is that around Kokomo? Or I lived in Indiana for a couple years.
Huh.
Yeah, I lived in Peru, Indiana. This
Robert,
is
what's
in the
going
late
on?
'80s. Hey, Robert.
Oh, Jeff said he thinking about going to old Easy Conroe tomorrow.
Hmm.
Conroe done made some changes, buddy. I used to call that Lake Old Easy Conroe years ago, but there's been some people that I mean a lot of them old spots I just couldn't even fish no more. Every time I get out there was somebody sitting on it. And then that fellow that was putting those GPS cords out, think I seen him a couple times out there. So it is what it is. SK, that wind is going to be 10 to 20 for the next 4 days. Yep.
Yep.
It was that today. It was that today. Yeah, Desmond, it said it was good to see you on the lake Monday. I ended up catching 13 nice crappie, all on white hand tie with silver flash. All
Cool.
right.
Good luck. Good stuff, man.
That'll work. That will work. Murdoch says, "Oh, I keep them. The property owners want me to." Yep, that's right. Pound to a half pound fish. I fish with light tackle is fun and close to home. That's what's up. And some
Cool.
good eating.
Yep, yep.
And some good eating. What do you think about tungsten versus lead?
I don't think there's a people all tungsten. The size of it, but dropping a jig, does the size really matter on the weight? I don't know. Maybe on a jig head it matters, but on the weight above, I don't know.
Yeah, I don't allow tungsten on my
Yeah.
boat.
Yeah, I don't know. Maybe the jig head would matter size wise. Maybe like a 132nd tungsten is going to look like a 164th,
Mm-hmm.
but the weight above it, the fish ain't even reacting to that thing. So, yeah.
Yeah, I don't allow tungsten on my
Yeah.
boat.
I don't know the smallest tungsten jig head that they make out there. I don't even think they make a 164th.
Dace, what's going on, my man?
Days, what's happening?
Says a 16-foot B&M Black Diamond put a hurting on them today. Bait of choice was a Bobby Garland crappie slayer.
Oh, okay.
Cool.
Yeah, a lot of people have been talking about that
I'm,
black diamond. Yeah, it's
yeah.
B&M's latest rod.
Oh, okay. How many packs of those baits did you go through, Dace? Slappy said, yes, I owned a 5-acre lake stocked with copper nose and Florida strain bass. I think they were called. Yes, you have to take fish out. Southeastern Pond Management told me that. Yep,
Yeah.
without a doubt.
Yeah, they'll get overpopulated and
Yep, and then they'll stunt.
yep.
Craig said, I got 3 new poles ready to put them to work. All right. Finally getting
Cool.
some warmer weather.
Sweet.
There's Wayne. What's up, man? Where you been?
Hey, what's
Okay.
happening,
Oh, say
Wayne?
he just got back from healing from pneumonia. That
Oh
ain't
man.
fun.
Yeah, that ain't fun.
Murdoch said he did catch a toad, 8 pounds. That's what's up. I
Okay,
bet you it was
cool.
fun on that light tackle.
Oh yeah.
There's Tim. What's going on, my man?
Hey Tim.
John says
Hey
Louisiana.
John.
Danny, what's going on, my man?
Hey Danny.
Good evening, fishing family.
Yep.
So, Steve, I'm gonna ask you this: do you ever fish shallow during the spawn?
Mm, I used to I used to go in a creek and walk it, and I wouldn't
Mm-hmm.
fish deeper than a foot, and they'd be there.
Yeah.
A couple times through a cork, maybe 2, 3 foot of water, but usually I don't. I try to
Mm-hmm.
stay 6 to 8 foot where the
Yeah.
big females are.
Yeah.
Yeah, I like fishing for big fish. I don't really a lot of fish. I don't really like it.
Yeah. Yeah.
I like trees. I don't like anything else. I like trees, but a lot of times you can't fish trees because there's. But that's my number one thing is trees.
Cool. You know, I could think back pre-live scope, and man, I just never. Man, I started off with pitching the banks, just looking at what people were doing. Excuse me, but I just started fishing out from
Yeah,
the. I was way more successful,
yeah,
and like you say, you catch better fish.
yeah.
Um, you pitching those banks, and it's mostly small males. You do catch males do get big. You do
Right,
catch some big males. Sometimes you do catch a big female. But like I said a while ago, I look for consistency,
right.
and I've always fished out. Like you said, that
Yeah,
6 to about 10 foot of water.
yeah.
And oh, uh oh.
Hey, what's happening?
What's going on? I got a few minutes.
Oh yeah,
Oh yeah,
work.
Yeah, I'm at work.
Oh
Yeah.
man,
cool.
Yeah.
make
Get
that
that
money.
money.
Make that money.
That's right.
Y'all doing all right tonight?
Yeah, doing good.
How about
Good.
yourself?
I'm here.
That'll work.
I'm here. I'm here.
Hey, the lake that missed you. You done missed one day from going out there.
Yeah,
You can't be going to sleep now.
man. Hey, I want to go to sleep right now. And I looked, I see you had sent, I seen the text. Let me jump on here real quick before they call me.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah.
That's what's
What
up.
y'all talk? What y'all talking about tonight?
Oh,
So
just
just
fishing
talk about
shallow.
spawn, yeah,
Yep.
shallow
Yep.
fishing.
I ain't tried them yet. I want
Yeah.
to. I might get a chance to go in the morning. I don't know. I thought I was gonna go this morning, but it didn't happen. Did you fish?
Yeah.
You fish this
Yeah.
morning? Okay.
Uh-huh. It was pretty decent bite. JLD, I
Well,
know who you are now. Yep. Yeah,
cool,
JLD say
cool.
that he seen me out. And
Okay.
yeah, he seen me put a couple big dinner fish in the boat.
That's what's up.
Yeah, I know who you are
Did you
now.
you fish today, Steve?
No, I didn't fish there. I worked on my
You didn't fish
truck.
that? Okay.
Yeah.
Cool, cool. That's what's up.
Cozy.
Kusi,
Right.
what's happening?
Yeah,
JR say y'all need to hit that thumbs up. Say everybody's slacking.
that's right.
Marvin said, "What's going on? What's going on with you, buddy?"
What's up, Mark?
Uh-oh. Slap say they schooling up there. And will bite.
Man, we'll bite, huh?
William
That's
says, I have recently increased my game on small tungsten with bucktail, hackle, and they got me a ton of fish
cool.
on ice before and after.
Oh, cool.
That's good.
Yeah, a lot of them ice jigs are tungsten jigs.
Yeah.
You ever use tungsten LBG?
Uh-uh.
It's
I ain't
not.
never
I
used
never got into it. I never got into it.
I had some ice jigs. Somebody sent me some ice jigs a long time ago.
Yeah,
I
they
Mm-hmm.
never
use the
used them. I don't know
tungsten.
if I still got them or not. I might still
Mm-hmm.
have them.
Okay.
It's just a hook and the little, I guess, I don't know. I guess there's tungsten right in the middle of it.
Like a
Uh-huh.
teardrop kind of looking like.
Yeah, like a teardrop,
Yeah,
correct.
that's them
They're like a
tungsten ones.
teardrop.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
So William asked, what size were you using when they stalled? And I'm gonna tell you, William, I made those changes also. The bait that I was using is a 2-inch bait, and I even tried uh Tad fry. Now Tad fry is what, Steve?
1.3.
Yeah,
Yeah.
1.3 inches long.
Hmm. Okay. Don't you call them on a day?
Now I still use that 2-inch.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yep.
The shad might be a little bigger. That's why they want that.
Yep.
Yeah.
Or they just get picky sometimes. They just want something a little different shape, you know?
Correct.
Yeah.
Oh,
Right.
BRTP said that lake is down
Down south.
south.
Okay. French Lick, Larry Bird Town. Okay. Probably south of Indianapolis.
Uh,
Slab B said Alabama Crappie Trail on Bulkhead or Bankhead Lake 2 weeks ago, 1403 with 5.
Yeah, I saw that. Yep. 5 fish. Yep.
I thought about fishing that time and Saturday, but my boat too short.
Oh.
I really say you got to be 16 feet.
Yep.
Really?
Yeah.
Uh-huh. I was going to get in it. They said
Yeah.
16 feet. I
Insurance.
said,
Yeah,
Yep.
insurance purposes.
Mm-hmm.
Oh.
Yeah. So,
Yeah, liability.
yeah. That's all right. Keep my little money in my pocket.
Yep.
Yeah. Hutch, what lake? What state you fishing? Where you fishing at? That sounds like a Lake Houston report.
I went Monday and couldn't pay for a bite.
That sounds like a Lake Houston report. Leon said SK looking
Hey,
forward to our
Leon.
fishing trip in 2 weeks. That's what's up. Let's
Oh,
go get 'em.
cool.
Let's go get 'em. JC says we over in the Woodlands for now and fishing Conroe tournaments on Conroe this Saturday.
Oh, cool.
Yeah. Give me 1 second. I'll get you the real. Roger that. All right.
That's you, LBG?
Yeah, this is radio. I'm trying to cut it down. Yeah, it's my work
Oh,
radio.
okay.
Yeah, I can get it down. I ain't want to miss their little call when they call me. I ain't got too
Oh,
much
okay.
left.
Yeah.
But I'm gonna leave it because this is gonna keep coming in.
Okay,
If I
man.
can jump in before y'all
Well,
get out, man, I holler. Not I holler at
Okay.
y'all in the morning.
All right, man.
okay. You gonna fish?
That's about it. If I can. I
Yeah.
thought I would. I was 10 times out yesterday when I tied up. I got up this morning. I was third out. So,
Oh man.
Oh man.
yeah, so it
You
kind
didn't
of threw
tell them
me off.
boys stop calling off, man.
Ain't man. Cause when I call off, I want nobody calling.
Yep. Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Hopefully I can. You fishing in the morning?
Yeah, I gotta go do some recon.
Okay. Well, I'll
Yeah.
let y'all know if I do.
Okay.
All right, man.
All right,
All
we'll
right, then.
talk
I'll let y'all
tomorrow.
later.
Okay.
All right.
Okay. All right, later.
Murdoch said we finally hired a couple of part-time people, so I'm hoping to take a little time off.
Cool.
So you got enough vacation built up that could take a year off of work and not miss
Oh,
a
that's
check. Man,
that's
that's
what's up.
woo.
Yep.
Fahim, what's going on, my man?
Hey, Fahim, how you been doing, man?
Hopefully you're good also, brother.
Yeah.
You say it's getting better fast. That's what we need
Cool.
to hear.
Yep.
That's what we need to hear. Addicted to the thump. I am excited and can't wait for my second annual trip in March with you, SK the Crappie Whisperer.
Cool.
Let's go get them.
Yep.
Let's go get them. Super Dave. I found Dollar Bill said I found some paddle tail crappie jigs on Temu. Nice colors. I'll post them on your Facebook page. Okay, cool. Yeah, I see a lot of advertisements from that Temu stuff, but
Yeah.
man, I'm suspicious. I gotta see stuff first. I just don't give my information like that. William says I normally run 132nd and 1/16 vertical fishing on the docks, 27 foot every weekend in the winter.
Oh, cool.
Cool. Craig says I won those jigs 2 weeks ago tonight and no show yet. Well, I have to check, man. Uh, you should have them, man. I sent Super Dave some jigs and I'm probably gonna get him away again. He sent them back.
Oh, why?
I guess. Well, he probably want me to put them back in the pot.
Oh, okay.
It said return to sender, so
Or they just didn't get delivered right.
that's possible too. More fish on tungsten. That's what's up. Hey, if it's working, use it.
Yep.
I just don't allow it on my boat. There's Torque. What's going on, my man?
Hey, Tort. You been fishing, Tort?
Yeah, that's the question. It's bear.
Yep. It's
Well,
bad.
get you a good night's sleep.
Yep.
Thanks for
Doing
joining.
good. Yep.
Man, I was behind. What else? There's Darian.
Hey, Darian.
Murdoch says I go up the cypress at my main lake in the Spawn a little bit catching those aggressive males in 1 to 3 foot of water. Yep, it's fun, but I don't do much because that's where everybody else is.
Yeah. Yep.
Yep.
Yeah, I used to walk the creeks a lot. I haven't done that in about 2-3 years.
Look at Darian talking about he got his jigs, but it wasn't a double pack that they talked about.
Yeah, it was a double pack. It was 2 sets of 2. Who talked
Yeah.
about a double pack?
I don't know. I guess him and LBG talked about it.
Oh, okay.
You're the star of the show. Craig talking about the LBG.
Stay awake, buddy.
Tim says I forgot pulled all my fish in the boat on my 16-foot Benham rod. New to me, did good. And my boy LBG on the screen.
Okay, cool. Oh, okay. They were out messing with their graph.
No, no, I don't think that's. I don't know.
Oh,
That's
okay.
a good question. I'm not sure. Chuck says water temp still 42 to 45 here in Indiana. Went 3 days last week and two this week. Still fishing 30 feet of water and catching most about 25 foot deep.
Hmm,
Just roaming fish away from cover. Still a soft bite.
man.
Thanks for the report, Chuck. Much appreciated, brother.
Yep.
I like reading because I
Good.
learned too. Just looking at the and given the water temp, the depth you're fishing, and the just whether they own structure, sitting on the bottom, or roaming in your case, man, that gives people that makes my
Yeah.
brain click, and I know it helps other people too.
Yeah. Water was 55 last time. It's probably around probably 58 now.
Yeah,
Yeah. Some heat.
yeah. Monday, Lake Houston was 51 to 53. Today was 58 to 63.
Oh man.
Just
Di-
that quick.
Different area of the lake, or
Same areas.
hmm.
Same areas. They say he probably went through 4 plastics today. They are pretty soft. I would keep pitching until it wouldn't stay on the jig head.
Hmm.
Super Dave says Dace Giddings get some limits tackle
Yep.
baits. You will kill that issue.
Yep.
One bait all day if they hold that
Yep.
color. There's Road Hog. What's going on, my
Hey,
man?
Roadhog.
Hutch says Louisiana is false in False River. Seeing a lot of fish on the bottom, but wasn't acting like Sakale, moving real fast. Yep.
Yeah.
More than likely, probably white bass or hybrid.
Yeah.
Bro Dog said, LBG, get off that radio. That's funny. Bro Dog says, have y'all seen that since live scope has become such a thing that you're using smaller jigs than in the past? I haven't tied on anything more than 1/16 and no more than 2 inches long in 2 years.
Yeah, I still use big jig heads, but yeah, baits. I haven't really used my big baits.
Yeah,
I use them once in a while, but not like I used to.
yeah.
Like this time
See,
of year, I'd go like a 2.5 inch stinger all the time.
yeah.
And it depends what lake I'm going to too.
Mm-hmm.
Some lakes, the fish aren't as big. I'll use that 175.
Yeah,
But if I go to a big fish lake, I like up to a 2.5 inch. I'll even
yeah,
use a 3.5 inch in some muddy water.
yeah. Small baits may be new to a lot of folks, but man, I've been using micro baits for years before anything live scope was thought of. And my good buddy Catching, he used to talk about me using those small baits until I don't have any proof of this. This fish I'm willing to bet was 2.5 to 3 pounds that we caught. He did not have a scale in his boat, and I caught it on a little bitty micro bait, and he was a believer after that. He used. I'm not saying he's never used micro baits, but he seen then that big fish eat those small baits, and this was way before live scope was on the scene. Slap B said our club trail here you can fish out of a canoe if you want, and even off the bank they don't care as long as you have a fishing license. So
Hmm.
I'm with that. That's the way our tournaments were too. Je, what's going on, my man? So you out with some clients today. Y'all do any good? Caught some off piles, but not so much in the shallows. Yeah, the
Mm,
shallows they we caught some fish in 6 foot of water, but most of our fish were deep.
yeah.
And I'm talking Lake Houston deep. I'm talking 8 to 15 foot of water most, but we did see some out there to 18 foot of water
And pay. Yep.
and pay the
Yep.
entry fee, of
Yep.
course, without a doubt. That's the main part.
Yep. And the
Super Dave,
membership.
yep, Super Dave dropping the links over there.
Yep. Appreciate it, Super Dave.
JE say limits magic bait working great.
Okay. Cool, man.
Okay, okay, Super Dave. You say, wait, what's the question mark for? Oh, he say he never received them. See, that may be the problem.
Yeah, that's what it usually means if you got that thing on it.
Uh-oh.
Either the address is wrong or something.
Okay. All right. Well, I'm gonna have to do some checking. Yeah, my wife was telling me I got the package right here. Return to center for postage. Postage due.
Oh, you didn't have the right postage on there.
Oh.
What was it? A hat?
Now, jigs.
Oh, plastic.
Plastics. Yep.
Oh, how much was the postage on it?
I don't know. It's just a sticker. I mean, a stamp.
Did they do it or you did it?
No, they did it.
Huh? They messed up
I
then.
go to the PO.
Okay, yeah, they probably messed up then.
Yeah. That may be an issue. That may explain why Craig hadn't gotten his. Jerry's Crappie Life. What's going on, my man?
Hey, Jerry.
Says I've been using Timu for years. Great stuff for 1/3 the price we pay. They have got pretty deep in jig tying materials. The only thing it takes about 7 to 9 days to get here. Free shipping is on $15. Free shipping on $15 worth. Okay. Marco says, do you sometimes use slip bobbers for crappie?
Yeah, I've used them. I don't use them a lot, but I have.
Yeah, I mean, if I was bank fishing and fishing deeper than the length of my rod, I'd use it. But that's the only time. I see some people that they're dedicated to it. They can be fishing 2 foot deep and have a slip
Yeah.
cark on. But my thing is if you can get away with a fixed float, they tell you more about what's happening to your bait under the water than that free falling bait with a slip cark. Murdoch says, SK, why no tungsten? You worried about hitting your screen? I heard it's not very forgiving. That
No,
is
graphs
the
are
reason.
expensive.
That
You
is
don't
the
spend
reason.
thousands of dollars and yeah.
That is the
Unless you
reason.
got deep pockets like SK.
No, no, don't go to line on me. Don't go to line on me. I'm broke as a joke. Especially now.
Yeah, no, them things ain't cheap. You know what I mean? Like we were
That's right.
talking, people travel with their graphs on. I'm like, no,
Yeah.
yeah,
Yep.
you
And
get rock chips on your windshield. Imagine what
you know,
it'll do to your graph.
I talked to a guy the other day that he got a graph and he told me that and I'm gonna tell you, he's not working this graph. His graph is working him. And he was telling me that he wanted to upgrade to a bigger graph so that he could make it work better. And I was like, it'd probably be cheaper for you to just go and get glasses so you can see the graph you got now.
or they go into settings. You know,
Exactly.
or like one guy said, I don't know what's wrong with my jig. He had the transducer on backwards.
Wow.
Yeah,
Everything broke except
yep.
for him.
Had it like that for 2-3 months.
Wow.
Yep.
Torque said he hadn't been fishing much, been working the last storm that came through, keeping my crews busy with plenty of roof work.
Cool.
Cool. There's Pontoon Jody. Thank you
Hey,
for
Pontoon
joining
Joey.
us. Slappy says, crazy story. I knew you a guy won a tournament off the bank, and to top it off, he was fishing off a public pier. He just caught it at the right time, so it can be done. You're right.
Yeah, there's some tournaments you can fish off the bank.
Mm-hmm. See, it said last week and this week, water temp 54 degrees and 10 to 12 feet of water on structure.
Okay, that's
Thank you.
still
See it?
still yeah.
Tim says if he did send them back, old Super Dave, he'll heck of a dude and would like to take him on my boat someday.
Cool.
Well, you need to do that anyway. He's a super dude. Even that's why he's called Super Dave because he's a super dude. JC says Small World SK met a guy in Waffle House this morning in Conroe. He was headed to Waterside. Showed me a pic of a slab y'all caught on that famous cleaning table. It needs a fish counter on it. Yeah, he'd have to reset it a few times by now. JR says everything I caught Tuesday was scattered on bottom, roaming on small stick ups. The fish on structure was mostly small. Used 1/16 hot pink hand tie, 10 to 14 feet of water.
Okay, cool.
And that's almost identical to exactly what I've been seeing out
Yeah.
there. There's zero pattern.
Yeah.
Zero pattern. That's why I can't stand fishing the spawn. One minute it is, the next minute it ain't.
Yep.
Okay, so he said I installed his live scope. Cool.
Oh, cool. Yeah.
Trying to think of who you could be talking about, but I'm not sure. Oh, okay. So you and LBG never met?
Okay.
Houston fishing team. What's going on, man? Have you checked the shallows yet? Yep, I have. I hadn't seen any fish up there. Haven't seen any up there. I know that there. I mean, you could pitch some minnows or whatever up there and probably do well, but
Yeah.
uh, with me live scoping and using jigs, if I see a good fish, I'll track it down. But I just hadn't. And I've been fishing. I've been going into some little coves and shallow areas, and I just hadn't seen any activity. It's more bait than anything that I've been seeing in there.
Right. Yep. 132nd freestyle with 3D eyes. Yep. Yeah, that freestyle jig, that's a good one.
Cool.
You can dress it up however you want it.
No, Murdoch said SK forgot to put a stamp on it. No, sir.
Yeah, the post office does that. Sometimes they'll put the incorrect postage and then
Yeah,
it'll
well,
come
it got
back.
a stamp on it, but I guess it just wasn't enough.
Yeah. Or they'll have
You know,
the guy that's getting it pay the difference.
I'm willing to bet it cost them more to send it back to me
Yep.
than it
Yep.
would have them just send it
Yep.
on the day.
Yeah. Does it have a stamp that in Carolina, North Carolina? Sometimes you'll see it. It'll.
No, it says no. I can't tell.
Oh, okay. A lot of times they go all the way there and they go all the way back. It's crazy.
Yep. Yeah, I was gonna give them away. I thought Super David just I know it was kind of unlikely, but I just seen that right before the live. Craig says, I wish I would have thought out some crappie for supper. This show is making me hungry.
I know.
Slap B said, I'm not a Slepkark fan. A lot of times they can hit on the fall, and
Yep.
that's
Oh
just
yeah.
what I was talking about.
Yep.
That's just what I was talking about right there.
Yeah.
Yes, sir. I still say me and old Slap B can get on the boat and we won't miss a beat. Blake, what's going on, my man? Say still enjoy pounding the shallows this time of year in Lake Houston, but don't do it near as much nowadays. Used to be really productive, but not so much anymore. I think they
Okay.
spawn a little bit deeper.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't think they're right on the banks. And the thing is, there's so many cormorants on that lake that, man, they and then even the herons, those gray herons, they're everywhere.
Hmm.
So I mean, those fish ain't crazy. I mean, they know.
Right.
I've been catching some with big old scars on them, big poke marks, and they they, they had to adapt. And nature adapts very well. And I've been seeing it for some years now that those fish uh have been and I'm gonna tell you, on a lake like Conroe, they spawn a lot in the timber. Any lake with timber in it, they spawn a lot in that timber. So they don't just always go shallow. Lake Houston got all those stumps. Those fish are spawning on those stumps. And on top of that, years ago, Lake Houston used to be muddy. So those fish get up there in 8 inches of water and spawn and not have issue. But that lake get a lot clearer now. It's clearing up pretty daggone good right now. It's
Hmm.
probably got a foot visibility right now.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Fred, what's going on, man? The North Houston USPS Center has been having problems. Some mail has been taking a month or more to make it. Was all over the news last week. That's both ways. There you go. There you go. Yeah, I got a client that's pretty big in the USPS, and he was telling me that there are some issues. So,
Yeah.
Chris, what's going on, my man? Say kayak shallow stumps under 2 foot today. Cleaned six. Just finished blackening and eating. On beer, number 5. All right.
Oh, sweet, sweet.
That fresh, never frozen, just don't get no better, buddy.
Yeah. Well, yeah.
2 foot. Awesome, awesome work. William,
Hey,
when do
William.
you use live bait versus artificial bait? Even with live scoping 360. Let me make this. I got to make a post here after a while too. Waterside Marina will be open for business tomorrow and will be stocked with minnows.
Oh, okay.
For all of you that uh, want to get by there, they will be open for business tomorrow. I got to make a post on Facebook too. Cove Ultimate Fishing says, love your live session. I love slip carp fishing as well. My question for you guys is, do you like catching white crappie or black crappie?
It don't matter. Yeah.
Hey man, I'm gonna tell you now, long as it's
Yeah.
crappie,
Yep. Yep.
long
They
as
got
it's
their own, their own classes. White crappie usually bigger. Black crappie fight a little more. But if I could get some big black crappie, that's a three
yeah,
pound black crappie is like, oh yeah,
yeah, that they are fun. All of both species, if they're big fish, they're both big. All of them are really fun, but
yeah.
yeah.
I
So
was
you
gonna
just started some,
say,
Steve.
Ranger giveaway.
They're very shallow. Don't dive in because you're gonna hit rock bottom. You're gonna hit rock bottom really quick. Black is preferred, but I'm happy with any.
Yeah.
Cool. There's Black Smoke Matters. What's going on, man? Where
Hey,
you
black
been?
smoke.
Chris says Cajun Cricket Slap Slayer with eye hole jig head was the best. Released 3 2-pounders. Nice.
Oh, cool, cool.
Slap B. Plus, during the spawn, everybody with the crappie rod is out there. It's crappie season.
Yep, yep,
Mr. Harris say, don't y'all forget to hit that like button. I
yep.
really appreciate it. Thank you, Mr. Harris. Danny says, I've been Conroe a couple times this week trying to learn my new Gorman. Quite interesting for sure, trying to learn using the gain and seeing my bait. Getting ready for the big bass tournament.
Oh, cool.
Cool. Well, good
Yep.
luck on that bass
Yeah, just
tournament, brother.
gotta mess with your settings and get it to your eyes.
Yeah.
Colors too. Don't be afraid to try colors.
Yep. Yep. Changing those colors helps
Yep.
out a lot. Say, did I mention I hate the Spawn? Roadhog said, I tried hard to have a good day of fishing yesterday, just couldn't get my boat to work with me. So he caught heck before even leaving the driveway.
Man.
Wow. Sound like you need to give it another try,
Yeah.
Roadhog. William says, thanks for all the tips tonight. I have learned a ton. Thank you, William. Thank you for participating.
Yep.
That's what it's all about, man. It's not just our story, man. We want to,
Yep.
because
Yep.
I want to learn too. I'll never come on here and say I know
Yep.
everything. Trust me, that's not what I do. Black Smoke Matter says that Kansas crappie breaker had a weight in it. What? You heard anything about that?
I heard something about someone got busted with a weight in a fish, but
Wow.
it was a record fish. But I don't know if it was true.
Murdoch said, "What's live bait? Never heard that before." That's funny. Hey, I'm gonna tell you, I'm gonna do it. I want to see how these fish react on live scope
The
to it.
differences.
Yep.
Yeah.
I don't know if I'm gonna dive deep enough to buy me a cooler, but I need to.
Yeah, I haven't
I'm at
used none in a while, probably over a year. But sometimes they'll hit a little harder.
yeah.
It depends.
Hmm.
More finicky fish probably.
Yeah.
Reaction is probably the same.
Yeah. And that's the thing that's I want to see is does that fish see it faster? Do he react to it faster? That's what I want to see.
Yeah.
Slap B says crappie are like women. You will never have it 100% understood. That's right. Like I've caught big ones in 2 foot dead of summer.
Yep. Yep.
That's right. It's just amazing, man. I mean, those fish, I don't know. A lot of people think that I can just go out there and get on, but I'm tell you, I don't. I go to the lake without a plan. It's just that I'm gonna start where I left off and
Yep.
and move. And I'm talking about. I'm surprised that Ulterra still work because I'm gonna tell you, I run the crap out of it. I run it hard. Boat control. I got this one guy, not JR, but there's another guy that's did a few trips with me. And I talked to him this morning. He's thinking of buying a bigger, heavier boat
Mhm.
to see if it assists with this boat control. One
Nah.
thing that I will, one thing that I will tell you is a lighter boat. You learn. I feel you'll learn boat control faster because you have to. I mean, if any of you guys remember watching those when I used to post YouTube videos, you could hear me clicking that remote like crazy. And that most of that adjustment that I was doing was uh con- controlling the speed. Right now, just like today, the wind will gust 25, it will die down. It will gust 15, it will die down. It will blow from this direction, it will blow from that direction. Each time you get ready to move your boat, you have to assess how fast your boat's moving, how far you need to go, and adjust that speed. The closer you get to your target, start bringing your speed down. And it's a big part of boat control. And there ain't one setting. If you're not changing I'm talking about constantly changing the speed of your troll motor, you're not doing yourself any justice to help you with boat control. It's a big must that you have to do it. And if you don't have brakes and especially if you're having if you got a Minn Kota where you have to uh excuse me, with the electric steer, You need to get that head turned away to get your boat stopped. And I'm gonna tell you a big positive, a big tip that I give you is pay attention to the miles per hour on your screen. Give it enough thrust, not to blow the fish out, but you want enough thrust to get that boat slowed down and then stop. And I'm constantly looking at my speed on my graph. And as soon as you get that boat slowed down enough to where you can get, turn back around and get locked back in on that fish. I mean, this stuff it has to happen. I
Yep.
mean, quickly.
Yeah.
You got to get it to where you do it without even thinking about it.
Yeah. Like now, I'll see that fish at say 35, 40 feet. He stays on my screen the whole time. He
Yeah,
never
because you
gets off
got
my
breaks.
screen.
You
Yep.
have breaks. Yep.
Yep. Yep. He never comes off my screen.
Yeah. Breaks help a lot.
Yeah.
They do. Black Smoke says he like red ear over crappie.
Yep. That
I'll,
is some
I'll,
good
I'll
eating
take
stuff.
them. I'll take them side by side.
Yep. Yep.
Super Dave's dropping my contact information. Any of you guys want to hit me up to get on the schedule? This is my business line. Uh, hit me up. Still got a few days left to end of March, and let's get out there and get them. Let's get out there and get them. JC says you guys have a great night. We'll be out on Conroe Saturday. If any of your viewers are interested in tournament fishing, National Crappie League, East Texas, we'll be fishing Conroe this weekend.
Yep. Cool. Good luck, man.
Knock them in the head, JC. Knock them in the head. Super Dave said, yeah, it had two steel balls in the record crappie. Wow, they
Yeah,
showed
I
the
did hear
X-ray.
that. Yeah.
I hadn't
I
seen it.
didn't see the X-ray, but I heard about it.
So did they name the people that tried to claim it? That would
Oh
suck,
yeah,
man.
yeah, yeah. They claimed it. It was on Facebook. I heard
Wow.
someone talking about it, but I didn't know what. I know it was something foreign to the fish that was down its throat. Crazy.
That's crazy. Also, the game wardens got involved.
Yeah, yeah. It was a record fish.
Wow. That's unbelievable right there.
Yeah, yeah,
Slap B says, I can't believe after those two walleye guys went through, they tried that. Yep.
yep,
So you can't fix stupid. That's
yep,
right.
yep.
That ain't no lie.
Anytime money's involved, or you know what I mean, there's always cheaters and people that try to manipulate, and they'll look at them rules and they'll manipulate it right under that rule. You know what I mean? That's what people do.
Yeah. Sid says, SK, would you mind sharing your settings on color gain and color limit? Just uploaded the new Gorman and it's a little different. Oh, you said updated the new Gorman. It's a little different. I used to run color gain on 80.
Yeah, my color
Wow.
gain's low, like 0 or 10, 20, 30 or something.
My color gain and color limit is very easy to remember. 25 and 25.
Your regular gain's 25? No.
No, color gain.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Yeah, no, my regular gain I run from anywhere from 58 to 63.
Okay. Yeah, I know my color gain's 0 to 20 or something like that.
Okay.
Sometimes I'll have it off.
Yeah.
I know when I ran a L32 for a little while, yeah, I
Mhm.
shut it off.
Okay. Yeah, I put it on 25. I got the 106 that it works on, the 1243 it works on, and that 8616 it works on. But and I'm mostly using orange crawfish. I will tell you, each color palette requires something a little bit
Yeah.
different from what
Yeah,
I've seen.
I haven't been happy with my color the last 2 trips. I don't
You
know
still
what
with
it
Black
is.
Emerald?
Yeah, just I was fishing a brush pile, and I could see the fish, but I want it to pop better. So I'm gonna
Yeah,
maybe a different color for timber, and you know what I mean,
yeah.
just for my eyes.
Have you ever tried moss?
No, I haven't tried a lot of them. Just I
Man, them
tried
awesome.
that crawfish for a little while, and then
Hmm.
Travis uses a color. I was like, let me try that. And we fished a lake and used it, and it was pretty good. But that was all open water fish. We didn't fish
Yeah,
no
open water
structure,
fish.
so it's different.
Yeah, I will say
Yeah,
this: open water fish, you can close your eyes and set up a live scope unit, and still catch fish open water. But when they tucked into and
yeah,
inside and under and land on that structure, it's so very important to have it dialed in towards that
right,
fish pops harder than the structure. Yeah, and I'm gonna tell you, a lot of people don't understand what I mean by Lake Houston, man. So rarely do can you go out there and say, "Oh, you caught a mess of open water fish."
right.
It is rare. Tim says, "SK, don't do live bait." But the answer to your question is that heat of the season for me is June, July, August. Minnows is the key. Really? Huh? Well, I'm going on what 3 years, Steve,
Yep,
guiding
yep,
and have yet to have a minnow on my boat.
yep.
And I'm taking some of these folks have zero clue uh, of how to entice a crappie with a jig. Zero clue of how to work live scope, but they can get out with me and have a great time, swing some fish in the boat with the jig.
Yep.
Craig
What I
says, "You
tell
guys,
everybody is, what other guide out there has guided for 3 years and never used a minnow?
yeah,
Nobody. You know what I
yeah,
mean?
yeah,
Yep. So that's a good feat. That's a resume thing. When
yeah,
two guys are equal, that's the winner.
right,
Yep. Put You're putting more effort in.
right,
Yep.
exactly,
Not giving up.
yep."
Yep.
You know, I read a comment one time. A guy was asking why was I so high, and I was like, "Oh, dude, I'm not high there." But I before I said anything, somebody else commented and said that it's because it's a one-on-one thing with me. You're not just sitting out there wishing,
Right.
dropping down on the brush pile wishing you could catch a fish. You're one-on-one, you the fish and seeing what's going on the
Mhm.
live scope, getting that hands-on, seeing your bait fall down to that fish. It makes a big difference. Craig said, "Hey, have you guys ever watched Boat Ramp Blue?" Every now and then I'll catch a little clip, and
Yeah.
it is
On
funny.
Facebook. Yeah.
Yeah, it
They
is
should
funny.
have American Funniest videos on just fishing.
Yep, exactly.
That'd be a good one.
Super Dave says he was turned in by the first store he weighed the fish at, and it weighed less. He then took it back and weighed another place, and it was more. Wow,
Man. Yeah.
wow, that's crazy.
Yeah.
Roadhog says the heavy boat doesn't help with control. Just have to learn to control whatever you have, in my opinion, without a doubt.
That's what I
Now,
agree. A
you know,
boat's a boat. You know what I
a
mean?
boat's a boat.
Yep.
Each boat is a little bit different, but if you understand
The basics. Yeah.
making that troll motor, make that boat do
Yeah.
what you want it to do.
Yeah.
That's the ticket. You can't be timid. You have to take control. You have to make it happen.
Yeah.
And controlling that speed, making
Yeah.
that troll motor
The
get
speed's
that
number
boat
one.
there.
People just try to go too fast,
Yeah.
and then they try to correct and they can't,
Yep.
and it just ruins everything.
It ruins
Yep.
everything.
You tried everything, and it might be a
There's
fish of your lifetime. Now you just lost it.
Yep.
Yep.
And that fish only stands so much
Yep.
commotion.
Exactly.
And if they're
Yep.
timid and being spooky, you prop wash that
Yep.
fish, he's gone.
Yep. I don't throw my jig. A lot of people will just throw it out there. I don't throw it at all till I'm 100% sure I can catch that fish.
Yeah.
If I'm 80%, I ain't gonna throw it.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna take a chance of that fish disappearing.
I'm not for sure if you see it much on the lakes you fish up here, but that time you came down here
Uh huh.
and even swinging your jig out, letting it plop in the water.
Oh yeah, that'll scare them.
If those fish are
Yep.
spooky,
Yep.
I mean, bam, they're
Yep.
gone. And another
Exactly.
thing, I have to tell clients all the time, hey man, please don't pat your feet. because I,
Yep. Yep.
I usually sit with my feet up on my front deck, on my cooler seat, and a lot of customers will do that. And once I get up to a fish, they'll lower their feet and bam, right on the
Oh yeah,
floor,
it's gone. Yep. Yep.
gone.
Yep. And some guys will just be like playing with their jig in the water, plopping it.
Plop,
No,
plop,
no.
plop.
Yep.
Yep,
Yep.
exactly.
Yep. But I never drop my jig unless I'm right on that fish at my target range
Yep.
and everything.
Yeah, and what I see is the especially those fish 6, 8, or even shallow is shallow if you're fishing for them. It's even worse.
Right.
Yeah, I mean you have to be stealthy
Yep. And I
and
really don't
quiet.
drop my jig straight down. I always pitch it a
Pitch
little
it.
bit.
Okay,
Yeah,
yeah.
it
Let it
enters the
swing.
water a little softer.
Yeah.
But I've been
JC
fishing.
says,
The fish been at least 15 foot down, so it's a
okay, yeah,
little
they're a little
easier.
bit,
Yeah.
yeah, it's a little bit less
Yeah.
spooky. JC says, Super Dave, you see the end of that article. Guy already had felonies for identity theft, so he was a questionable character to start with. Ain't
Dang.
that something?
Yeah. Then they had a guy in Texas catch a share lunker, and they investigated, and his fishing license was expired, so he lost the
Wow.
share lunker. Yep. He caught on Lake Athens. I think it was a week or two ago. Yep.
Yeah, Super
But he
Dave's.
caught the mistake, and he called them and told them. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. He was like, "Hey, my fishing license expired," so they basically took that share lunker away from him.
Wow. That's right, Super Dave.
Yep. Certified scales. Yep. But the thing is, I'm certified. You know, you go to a certified scale. Some of them operators don't know what they're doing.
They don't. They don't.
Nope.
Yep.
Nope. You're actually telling them what to do.
Yeah.
Yep.
And just so everybody know, anybody. I mean, this is the season for a giant off of any lake. But if you do catch a giant on Lake Houston, Waterside Marina does have a certified scale. And if there's not somebody there, give me a call and I can get in contact with the owners to see if we can get that fish weighed.
Yeah, that's what we had to do a couple weeks ago. We caught a lake record, and I
Mm-hmm.
called my buddy, and he opened Lake Fork Marina for us to weigh it.
Mm-hmm. Danny says, "Be careful, JC. The Brandon Belt tournament is on Conroe as well.
Oh,
Uh-oh.
okay, same day.
I guess that's a bass tournament, I
Yeah,
think.
bass tournament.
Yeah. Man, that's going ooh wee.
Mm-hmm.
That's right, Craig.
Yeah.
I don't know how
Yeah.
they could be satisfied, even if the process did go through. How
Yeah.
can you
Yeah.
be proud of that? I don't know. Slappy says that gray area on the rules.
Yep. There's people dissect them rules, and
Yep,
they just find out just to tweak it a little bit. You know what I mean? And they're like, "Hey, it doesn't say it in the rule book, but it's an ethics thing too. If you're
exactly.
looking to do that, that
Yep,
means you
yep,
will try to
yep,
cheat."
yep. Hey Fred, I'll tell you this. He said, try that boat control with the pontoon boat. I fish out of a 21-foot pontoon. A 5 mile per hour wind is a killer.
Yeah.
You know,
I never fished in a pontoon.
I've did it a few times,
Yeah.
and it's not fun. I mean, those
Yeah.
things are kites. You know,
Right.
I talk to a lot of people. I was like, man, I think I'm gonna get a pontoon, but what you fishing for? I'm a fish for crappie. I think about getting live. No, them two don't mix, man. Now,
Hmm.
there are some people that make it work.
Right.
Don't get me wrong, but those things are that wind controls them. That wind controls them for sure. Slabby said, "I want to win fair and square. I want a clear conscience, but
Yep.
some it don't matter." That's right.
Exactly.
Like Smoke Matter says, my color gain is off.
Okay. Yeah, mine might be. I know it's real low.
Yeah, I'm running at 25. Just a little bit sharper image. That's right, Super Dave. Murdoch says, I have never understood why a person would cheat at any sport. If you can't get the job done with your own ability, do something else.
Yep.
Or just go and be the average guy. I mean, not everybody has to be a winner.
Right.
They just don't have to be a winner.
Yep.
Super Dave. Okay,
Cool.
give
Sid,
it a
did you
try.
get a new unit or just an update? I think it's just an update. A lot of people, every time they update, they run a reset graph, and
Yeah,
then start over.
right.
They just
Super
write
Dave
their
said,
settings down and just take over.
"Yeah, it's getting pretty close to 3 years." Super Dave. I am getting old. You see all of this? Hey, it's like getting up here now
Yep.
too.
Has it been 3 years?
Right at it, going
What's
on.
it, 2020, 21 you started?
Yeah,
Oh, wow.
yep. End of 21. Coming up on my 3rd year of
Yep.
tax
Yep.
season. Side B says Murdoch 100% and still thinks he's doing a good job. Black Smoke Matter says here sometimes minnows only thing that works. You will get tired of trying jigs.
Yep.
I just want to use the minnows just to see.
Right. If there is a difference.
Yeah. JR says, has anyone else had a crappie follow your jig up through a ball of bait fish? Yep.
Oh, yeah.
And the crappie peel off and eat the bait
Yeah.
fish. No, I hadn't
Yep.
had that happen, but
I lost them in the bait fish school.
yep.
But yeah, following a bait, I've had a crappie follow it 20 feet, to the surface. And I've had him follow it 20 feet, and the last foot, he hits it.
Wow.
It's just weird. Yep.
Murdoch said had a buddy that put a hot foot on his boat. Went to launch the boat, wouldn't come off. I got to looking. He used two long screws. Boat was screwed to trailer.
Oh, man, that's funny.
Wow.
Yeah, another thing I saw was they were talking about, how everyone tries to save money on getting repairs done, and
Hmm.
they were like, they try to cheap out on something, and the guy screwed some stuff in the deck, and the screws went right through the hole. They said
Wow.
that's what you get for trying to lowball and getting a cheap mechanic. Sometimes you just got to pay what you got to pay.
You know, that's one of I hate drilling in my own boat.
Yeah,
And that's one of the things that I spend a lot of time looking when I'm drilling on somebody else's boat, man, because that's one of the things that I would, man, that would kill me
yeah,
to drill a bad hole on somebody's boat.
right.
Slap B says some folks are just born to take shortcuts any way they can. No
Yep,
substitute for hard work. You
yep.
gotta want it. That's right.
Do it right the first time. That's how I always been.
Yep. Slap B says 12-inch screws.
Yep.
Murdoch, that is funny. Yep.
And I do most of my own work usually. Some stuff I'll bring to a shop, but 99% of the time I'm doing it. So if anything is not working, I know exactly how it's done because I'm the one that did it.
Right.
Yep. Troubleshooting's easier.
Yep, that's right, Tim.
Yep.
See, it says what kills me is that most of the guides on Grenada Lake are in pontoons, so they have more clients
Yep.
fishing. But the
Grenada
thing
Coffee
is,
Guides. Yep. They got a
that
pretty cool setup though. I like their setup.
are they allowing the clients to see what's going on,
Yeah,
or
yeah, yeah. They have a pontoon rigged out for guiding. It's pretty cool.
are they just
Yep.
parking over a brush pile, or what?
No, casting. The ones I've seen mostly
Oh, they
casting.
chasing open water
Yeah,
fish.
yeah.
Yeah, you could you
Yep.
could you could hit spot lock and get away with
He
that.
has no, they don't use spot lock. They the guides on the trolling motor, and there's three captain chairs. The customer's on one each side, and the live
Hmm.
scope's in the middle, and he's controlling with the foot pedal, and they're casting to him.
Wow.
Yep, 30, 40 feet.
I folks that got it like that got open water fish like it's especially schooling open water fish. Man.
These are all singles. Grenada don't really
Oh,
school
really?
a lot. Yeah, yeah, they don't school a lot there.
Yeah.
It's mostly singles, and they're big. Yeah.
Roadhog say he want to win the giveaway tonight fair and square.
Speaking of that, yeah, it's about that time.
Yeah. Yeah, we're actually over. We're actually over. I may Slap B said I may never win a tournament, but by George, I'm gonna try my best to beat them every time.
Yep,
That's right.
yep. To the
That's
end.
right. That's right.
People are like, oh, I got 10 minutes left. I'm gonna stop. Shoot, you can catch that record fish in the last 10 minutes. I've
Yep.
seen it done.
That's right. That's right, Murdoch. On the other hand, a big fish story can or cannot be believed.
Yep.
That's right.
There's this one guy
Slappy
in the
say,
crappie. Man, this guy lies so much. Oh, I caught 12 3-pounder, and everyone knows. You know, what I mean, he's just a fabricator.
yeah. Yes, sir. Let me get this thing started up.
I'm gonna grab a water real quick.
Okay. All right, guys. So what we got going on? Uh-oh. Let me get that open back up. Give me just a second. What we got going on to any of you guys that are new here, we're gonna do a giveaway here. And in order for this giveaway tool to pick you up through StreamYard, you have to be subscribed to the channel. And also you have to, let me get this thing put up here. Get this thing going. Share screen. Giveaway tool. So what you have to do is type in the comment section, just as you see it on your screen, hashtag crappie, all lowercase, and it will enter you into a giveaway that we will draw here shortly. Slap B says, I do all my work. Nobody picky as me. And like Steve said, I know what's been done. That's right.
Yep, yep, exactly. My thing is, if you want it done right, do it yourself.
Fred says, Steve, my package is supposed to be here tomorrow. We will see if USPS has their problem fixed.
Okay, cool, man. Yeah, you should get it, and you can track it as long as it's at your main post office distribution, like in your city or whatever. You'll
Yeah.
get it, and then in the morning it'll say out for delivery.
All right, Slab B, we'll catch you on the next go around, brother.
Yeah, everything I send, I send trackings to everybody, so you can track it yourself.
Well, that's right, Fahim.
Yep.
He said, I mean 2024. Chuck says, Steve, can you make some clear baits?
Yeah, we've been fishing them for a while.
Yep.
I'm working on some color shifting baits now. I've been doing some testing, and so look for them to come. If you look at it from the right side, it'll be one color, and from the left side, it'll be a different color. Yeah, it's pretty amazing.
Old Big Les in the house. What's going
Yep.
on, man? Say he's heading to work tonight. We'll go get that money.
Oh, cool, man. Yeah, be safe, man.
For any of you guys that are bank fishermen, that's something else I wanted to ask. We'll talk about that next week. I want to just see how many folks we have that use live scope, how many folks that do not use live scope, how many bank fishermen we have, and then just talk a little bit about other techniques other than live scoping. So we'll do that next week. And if I forget, y'all remind me, because I'm telling you, I got so much going on now. It's hard for me to remember my name. Yeah, I got to figure out what happened to Super Dave's package. I'm not sure what happened with that.
Yeah, they usually put it on the label or give you a kind of explanation.
Yeah. Super Chuck says I'll try to call you tomorrow if that's
Or
okay.
pull up that tracking number, and then it'll tell you on the UPS Postal Service website.
Yeah.
It'll tell you what happened.
Okay. Cool. All right,
Yeah,
y'all.
all
It
my
looked like
giveaways gone. At the last two, the guy won a jig box. That was mailed. I sent the tracking, and then last week's it's mailed.
okay.
So I didn't get no replies, but yeah, they get tracking numbers.
Yeah.
So
So
I'm good to right now.
we got 33 entries,
All
and
right.
we're gonna do a drawing right now, and this is gonna be for just a surprise pack of something. I'm not sure what it's gonna be. Good luck, everybody. I guess everybody's joining in. But we're gonna draw anyway. Man, I had a good time on the lake today. Pain.
All right, Pang,
Well,
congratulations.
that's good. I don't have to mail his. He can just get his. I don't have to depend on no USPS.
Yeah, I'll do
Yeah.
one.
Okay. Super Dave. I think he has my email, but I'm not. I don't need his address. We'll just meet up on the lake. Yeah, he's a local. He's a local. All right. Well, here's a drawing for limits tackle.
Yep. What do I
Some
want
of
to give away
some
this
of
week?
the best plastics you're gonna find on the market.
What am I going to give away?
Kit Duran.
Hey, Kit. Hey, message me,
Congratulations.
Kit, and then I'll give you a surprise pack.
Super cool.
Email or message on Limits Tackle.
Yep. Right
Email's
there.
probably better.
Super
And
Dave.
send the address, name and address,
Yep.
and I will get it in the mail tomorrow evening. I got to go to get a dental. I got some dental I got to get done tomorrow.
Cool.
I don't want to, but you know how that is.
Yep. That's how it
Yeah,
goes.
that little toothache. Oh man.
Yep. Well, guys, we were planning on only doing an hour again tonight, but here it is. We running off at the mouth
Yep.
and hour and a half. That's right, Jr. There he is. Pole decoration. That's funny.
It's almost night fishing season.
Yep. He
Yeah, I'm
he
gonna do
be
some this year.
he be's a pole dancer.
Yeah, we'll talk about some night fishing next week.
Look at it. Wait, let me find it. Hey, look at this. Look at this comment. Those pays work for pole users. We got to call y'all
Oh,
pole dancers now.
it's pitching
KLC
good.
says I'm fishing for fish. What weight, what size, weight, or split shot do you use? If I'm, I'll let you ask Steve. You do more of that than
The
I do.
depth. I
That's
go
all
the
I'm just
weight.
curious.
It goes by my depth.
That's right.
If I'm gonna fish 15 or less, probably you can get away with a 116.
Hmm.
Split shot. I usually use number sevens. If I'm gonna fish deep, 20, 30 foot, then I'll put actually a egg sinker on. Yeah, I don't usually a number seven. I like if I'm fishing open water fish, I use a 132nd with a number seven, and it just that if I'm fishing up to 18 foot deep, that just works better for me. And that's if it isn't windy. If it's windy, then I'll adjust. But then I like that number seven.
Cool. Murdoch, I appreciate you, brother. Uh, and I tell you, I don't get tired of talking about crappie. I don't get
Oh
tired of
yeah,
fishing for crappie. I enjoy seeing people catch crappie.
yep,
And this is how you do it. You got to talk about it. You got to put the
yep,
techniques under your belt. And it's just like my clients today. He was like, "Man, I can't believe you really have to be that articulate to entice these fish. I mean, small little bitty things."
yep,
It's like, yeah, that don't mean a whole bunch, but it means something
yep.
when it means something.
I was curious, how long we been doing the live? Over 4 years, right?
I think so.
Yeah.
Yeah, because I was still working up there.
Yep.
I think so. I don't know when the I have to look. I have to look.
Yeah.
It's
I
still
was
on.
just
I think I
curious.
got all of them on YouTube,
Yeah.
so I have to look when the first YouTube I did. I mean, first live we did.
It's pretty cool.
Super Dave just posted up any of you guys that are on Facebook. He just posted a link to a group that we started. Super clean. We try to keep it informative. We're getting more people to post on now about their reports. I'd really appreciate if you are on Facebook, come on by there and join the page. We keep it clean just like we do here, and it's all outdoor related. Outdoor related. See, it says watch it. Be talking about no pole dancers. Hutch, I'll tell you this.
I didn't see
Get
it.
It's possible
Mhm.
because I am not joking when I say this. It is written. This is the way this thing works. You have to be subscribed. You may have to unsubscribe to the channel and then subscribe again. And I'm telling you, there's been people that's happened to. Uh, so you may want to do that. I'll look next week. Remind me, then we'll look at it together to see if it flashes your name up there.
Yeah.
Super Dave says another good show, guys. Thank you,
Yep.
Super Dave, and
Yep.
I appreciate you being a big part of it.
Yep.
And he also says, "Be safe, everyone, and wear those
Yep.
PFDs.
Yep.
Onyx makes a great PFD."
Yep.
CSA got 2 left feet. I can't dance. Great work, guys. I'm gonna try to make it more often than usual.
Cool.
And here's the closing line.
Yep.
Thanks to everybody for being here, and we will see you next week. Same time, same flavor.
Yep. Take care, guys.
Peace.